Hello, welcome. Breaking news for the piano world. A new Chopin work has just been discovered. I just found out about this like a couple minutes ago, but it seems like a couple days ago. Like it just came out, Long has already recorded it, and a bunch of people online are doing it, a few YouTube shorts and everything, so I was like, let's do this, I'm gonna learn it, I'm gonna try to do it in like 15 or 20 minutes, I don't know. So I was, of course, like the Chopin enthusiast in me is like, no way, where do I find the sheet music? What's going on? I'm running out of breath, I'm so excited. so I've looked it up, I'm like, the sheet music for the new Chopin Waltz, couldn't find it anywhere. Go to YouTube, this guy, I gotta give proper credit, let's see. Great, it's all Chinese symbols, I don't know who this guy is. But he has this like, pig looking thing as his YouTube channel. Anyway, he uploads the sheet music, he just threw it together by ear, I guess, based on Long's recording. That just released New York Times, like national news yesterday. It's like a huge deal. Like we found a new Mozart piece 2 or 3 years ago. I think Shung Jin Cho recorded it. And then now this. So here we go. I'm gonna sight read through it once. Now this is the only like sheet music there is of it that I can find. So I'm gonna have to like stop and click and everything. I'm gonna sight read. I'm gonna try and learn in 20 minutes. So basically, I didn't even take the time to put it in mics. I didn't change out of my PJs. I was just scrolling. I was like, no way, I'm gonna learn this right now. So here we go. Hopefully this sounds not too bad. My phone was like dead, so it's like if I plugged in my mics, I can't plug it in. Thanks, Apple. But anyway, all right. I'm so jittery. Here we go. It's like a thumbnail, so I gotta go to the next part. Okay. Wait, did I skip a page? Hang on. No, that's good. Okay. Come on, treble clef spaces. I wish I had one of those, I don't know if you've seen those pedal tapper things where you hit it with your foot and it changes the page, but this is a weird page turn, but yeah, sorry, this is really hard to do on the YouTube code. It was going so well. All right. There we go. Oh, that is classic Chopin right there. We get this harmonic change that wasn't expected, right? A minor. Oh, just let that moment sink in. Right here. A minor to F minor. That's beautiful. And then a trill. Bringing us to C major, the sun comes out. Then classic Chopin chromaticism. But it appears, is that it? Okay, so I'm gonna blast the volume here. What's cool is the guy who uploaded this with sheet music put Long's new recording on top of it so you can actually like follow along. It doesn't appear, oh, here we go, it matches. Ooh, Long does this like really big rubato. New color. To be able to be the first person to record a new piece discovered, let alone by Chopin. Like, that's insane. I can't even imagine that. Like, it's not that hard, but just like the excitement of being the very first one, that's crazy. And if you just joined it, I'm not the very first one playing this. A new Chopin piece got discovered, and Long was the first one to record it. It just came out yesterday. it appears like it's just that one section. Like it's definitely unfinished, and I have no idea when it was written or like what point in his life it is. If I had to guess, it feels earlier. What I like about it. So initial thoughts on it so far. It's very much in the league of that other famous A minor one. That, like, first of all, because it's A minor, so no sharps or flats. It's got some chromaticism in there, like the. That sort of section. And it's got kind of a little bit of a warm turn over, just like. In that one, I feel like it goes major somewhere. I haven't actually played that one. I just did it by ear. But I like it for that reason. I also like it because I feel like this could be a really good replacement for like the late beginner, early intermediate student who wants to learn some more Chopin, but is like really tired of that one. And it's kind of like that one, or if you're going to go to a waltz, like a lot of them get way more difficult than that, like this. So this is a really nice alternative just from like one read through. There's like one part that I feel like is slightly challenging, so I'm going to go back to that. Okay, this little run, I just was having trouble reading it. So here we go. Of course, classic Chopin, like we're getting all the weird spellings. A sharp, F double sharp. You know what that reminds me of? Well, a lot of things. This figuration, I have to find a fingering for that. But it reminds me of the second ballade, where you have the, and then this is kind of like double note alternating. And then also the first scherzo at the coda was like, something. That one, so terrible demonstration. But that apparently, like, I looked into this again for like maybe 2 minutes before I started the live. But apparently some people are like, oh, it's not real, it can't be by Chopin. But honestly, like from a first read, I'm like, this is 100% for sure written by Chopin. For a few reasons. The voice leading absolutely lines up with everything I've played by Chopin in the past. And then the figurations. Chopin loves these chords that outline a ninth. And then like middle voices. There's a lot of those. And he loves these like double note to single note figuration. That's a very Chopin thing to do. I remember when I played the concerto in E minor forever ago, there's a very similar thing where it's like third single note, alternating, so it's like so there's that, and then there's chromatic elements. And another one of Chopin's favorite things to do is triplet duple. So we get triplet duple duple, like 3 notes to a beat and 2 notes to a beat, alternating, or like 1 triplet and 2 duples. That's super Chopin. He loves these little grace notes. So like everything about this screams Chopin. For sure, this is Chopin. So here we go. Again, I've been talking the whole time. I was going to try to learn this in 15 minutes. I think I can. I just need to look at this. So talking out loud here. Like I said, I need to find a fingering. There's this kind of weird turnaround. I guess this is going to be the first official tutorial of the piece too. So if you're watching along, measure 7 is where I'm looking. I go 5-4-2, 5-3-1, 2-4-1. Oh, that's nice. So the first 6 are a group. And I do maybe the same thing. 5-4-2, 5-3-2, 5-3-1. Flip the hand over. I think that works. Or do I do? Ooh, that's a nice one. Actually, no, I take that back. I do the same fingering both times. 5, 4, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, then 5, 4, 2, 5, 3, 1. Even though it's on block key, you just turn the elbow in to get it. And then 2, 4, 1. I like that. And then flip the hand over to 2. I actually love this. So biggest thing to like get something like this, it's not hard, but I've spent what, like 6 repetitions on it. So fastest way to get something like this in your fingers, start it really slow, know your fingering. Like it's so simple, but just you start there. So do that a few times. Okay, another thing I'm going to do is double each one. So each group, I'm going to play twice as a group instead of once. So like, and then, hard to do this while explaining. Yeah, I'm already starting to memorize it, like trying to not look. It's kind of weird, like I need to understand it. So it's a diminished chord. Yeah, he's just outlining a diminished chord, and then the half step leads into each new change. So, the only thing that throws off the end is the tritone. It's kind of a big interval, but yeah, that's pretty basic. That last turn. Another tip I got for building speed in a passage is practice it backwards. So like we end on E with 2, use same fingering. Before that is F, before that's the double note, then thumb, then 3, 5, then 2 to 4, 5. So you can do that backwards. You can definitely do it forwards. See, because you second guess everything, so then you're like, I didn't learn that right, did I? I think I got this. No, I got it. 2, 4. Okay, I did the fingering wrong. And then, there we go. Thumb to 2, 4, thumb to 2, 5, 2 to 4, 5. Now I can do it in regular order much better. Okay, so here we go. There it is. And it's written fortissimo, so it's like really thick chord down here, so I want to just like, I feel like that's not very Chopin-like to do so. Remember, his pianos were like the really light 4K pianos, play L pianos, and early versions of what we have today, so it wouldn't have been so overwhelming. So it's like maybe the first one do a lot of sound, and then back off. Just to keep that going, but it's really a right-hand drama. So we get. Okay, we're getting there. Let me just make sure this is still running. Okay, good. It is. Sorry, I haven't seen the comments. I'd love to interact with you guys, but I'm so hyped with this. Again, I'm sure people are coming and going. So this is a brand new Chopin piece, and I've said that the 4th time, but it's just discovered a couple days ago. I'm learning it on the spot as you're watching. So, all right, let's see. That was really the only thing I found hard. So still a little rusty. Okay, that's getting there. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is this process. I made a YouTube video on this called active recall memory. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. Crazy numbers. Just basically you're looking. You try to do it while looking, and then you try to do it by memory without looking. So I'm not gonna close my computer every time. I'm gonna do a block. Probably do 4 measures at a time. So here we go. I just see how much did I remember from trying that. I know it starts does it feel weird? Because when we look at music, it feels, we don't know how much we're doing by our eyes versus our ears. So like as soon as you remove the eyes, you're like, okay, I got this. Or I don't got this, but let's see. So pick up, I'm doing no pedal right now, just to get it really clear in my head and in my fingers. So notice those bare octaves at the beginning. Now there's a pulse on the octaves. Now here's what confused me, this voice leading. And now I know why, actually. It's just purely visual. I'll show you the sheet music real quick. It's hopefully that sort of shows. It's right here. It's because like the bottom note of this hand is shown here, and then it's shown both there. So just like the visual threw me off, and then I didn't remember the chord right. But it's just a diminished chord with an A in the bottom. So what's weird is it says crescendo to that, and then it says forte on this chord. But there's no other dynamic after that. So it assumes that you're going to stay forte, and then he starts another crescendo, so it means like kind of come down. So you probably have something like, here we go, I was kind of looking, so now I'm going to try it again by memory, twice instead of just once. Okay, I mean, that felt pretty good, but I'll go a little faster. Pretty decent. So I'm going to go to the next 4 measures. Here we go. It looks like he repeats this small thing. Nothing's changed. Still that like mini crescendo. Does it twice, and then we have this scary bar I already worked out. It's still throwing me off. I don't know what's going to click about that. Just really bringing conscious awareness of my elbow. Which is coming in here. So okay. So I think I just need to build that in. A little tip on Chopin, by the way, whether it's a waltz, a mazurka, even some of the nocturnes, when you have like triplet to twos, it's kind of nice to draw the beginning of the triplet out, like. So it's like you do the opposite of what the rhythm does. If the rhythm is faster, then you milk it. And then if the rhythm is slower, then you kind of like rush through it. That's like my favorite thing to do. Some do the opposite. They'll like run through the triplets and relax it. But I like the other way. Like I like to kind of play with time that way a little bit. I'm sure Chopin would have done it 15,000 different ways. So there's not really a right or wrong there. There's also, it's notable, there's not one pedal marking in this. Again, this is not the actual score though. Some guy on YouTube did it by ear. So who knows what Chopin put? Probably the classic like pedal on the downbeat, released on beat 3 is my guess. But I'm just kind of playing around with some that are like, some that are more pedal, and then I'm playing around with some where they're like more dry and bouncy on beat 2 and 3. Maybe that's too sharp, but okay. Anyway, so I'm way off track. Measures 5 through 8, trying by memory, and of course I'm already forgetting where I start. Okay, at least I got the run. Let's see. Okay, fingering 1, 5, 4, 2. If you are at a piano and want to follow along, it's D, B, F, B. And then big diminished chord. Okay. And you know what's interesting? Now that I see it, it doesn't actually say to come down. So maybe I could like keep it full and then keep the left hand down. But that seems definitely like I have that. I'm going to try that a couple times. That seems like maybe a little too heroic or dramatic, but it's okay. That's my computer like doing an auto notification. We go higher. Okay, so we start from the root. We start from the third, the A minor. And it goes, ooh, that's kind of cool. That's classic Chopin too, where he goes down the first time and up the second time. The other waltz, really famous one that does that is the B minor. And it's more subtle here, but it goes down to A sharp. And it kind of unravels and turns the other direction to come up to B. It's like really weird and twisty, but that sort of thing. Anyway, that one's more complicated, but this one's the same idea, where you have I feel confident about that part. Now we've got these E octaves. This reminds me so much of Fur-Elise. With the E and the D sharp. Also, I just swear that reminds me of Prokofiev too. I'm like placing it. It's Romeo and Juliet. If you know the suite of 10 pieces. It's like Mercutio or something. Something like that. I don't know. Never played that either. I just have a decent ear. But check out Evgeny Kissin's recording on YouTube if you don't know that. I need to know what comes next, because that's not enough. Okay, so we have 3 high E's, 2 low E's, and then one more statement of this theme, and then the classic Chopin dotted 8th, 16th note, kind of adding this like sort of French elegance to it. You could call it Polish. I know he was Polish, but then he like went to France. I don't know when he wrote this, but I always kind of imagine that. It's like he suspends us in the air and then he lets us down, you know. Ooh, nice. That's bluesy. I mean, it's literally, he's literally giving us a flat 3 over the dominant 7th. I mean, that's like Gershwin. Except Chopin's version. So that's really, really classy. So we get this. Oh, and I already forgot it. I'm really trying to do this by memory. I wish I could see this in one screen, one page, but I'm just forgetting the voicings. It's always the left-hand voicings. If you played anything by Chopin, nocturnes, waltzes, it's always like, wait, is it the 3rd or the 7th? And like, it's never the melody I forget. It's always like where the left hand is moving. Okay, that makes it easy. It's the same 2 measures twice in a row. It makes it harder to forget. Oh no, it goes right into the triplet. And then, this is a really weird sound. Sometimes I remember it just because there's like a moment that's really weird. So, oh, I thought it was done. It's not. Classic long-winded Chopin. It's very long. So you don't actually, there's 2 dotted 8th and 16th notes, so I don't think you want to wait too much on the first one. That way you can wait more on the second one, because if you milk both of them, it's a little too much. Now as one final statement, and here's the magic, here's where the sunshine comes out. Classic chromatic in the bass. And this is probably the second hardest measure, because you got the tie, trill, and then double notes in the top of the hand with a held note in the bottom. And not impossibly hard, but definitely for late intermediate, early beginner, where this piece is kind of centered, but that'd be a challenge to overcome, I feel like. So I'm going to just try that much. So. Stiff, so what I'm going to do is look and try to answer the questions I had when I tried it from memory. Like for example there, I keep wanting to end on B, but it's not. It ends later. Ah, the top interrupts on B2. There's something so passionate about that moment. It's like, it interrupts. It's like, no, you don't matter anymore, melody on the bottom. I am now melody on the top, and I will take over. You know, this sort of thing. And then it goes all the way. Alright, so let's try this again. Every time, it's like, this is really actually confusing. I take it away and I'm like, no, I don't know this at all. Is it immediately? No. Oh, yeah. Okay, one more time to reinforce. Yeah, I keep forgetting that reach. Okay. Okay, it's getting better. I'm going to check one more time. Triple it. Wait. Continue. Now it's simpler. Triplet, duplicate. He keeps falling, but that's why he interrupts. Should definitely be able to get it by now. Here we go, here we go. Okay, definitely feel solid. Alright, we just have 4 measures left. I've learned the whole waltz. Here we go. C major. B diminished. So empty feeling right there. And it's interesting, he goes like 3 notes in the right hand, 4 notes in the left hand, really thick. And then 2 and 2. Much more sparse. So that actually brings more power to what Lang Lang does here, where he plays really full and then he takes a lot of time and backs off, because we're going from a 7-note texture to a 4-note texture. So like the ear kind of feels more intimate. Like he could really overdo that, and he does. He did it just as much, if not more than I did right there. Now we get minor 6th, major 6th, major 6th, and classic ending there. So C major. it's very close. The only thing I'm forgetting. It goes to two voices on the downbeat. I was like, how does that work with the holds over the bar? So, and then the grace note I forgot. There's this sort of dramatic entry in the left hand. And it's over. Okay, I should definitely have this play now. Made a mistake. There we go. Okay, here we go. One more time. All right. Now I have to try the entire waltz. I'm sure I could have done this a lot faster if I wasn't talking, but it's just so much more fun to do this live than just be bored. Not that learning Chopin is boring. But okay, I'm going to play one more time, just kind of like get it fresh, the order, and then I'm going to try the whole thing from memory. First time ever, so here we go. It's scary to try to like do it when I'm not seriously done this yet. Here we go. I mean, it's not very long, you know, it's like, what, 24, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 24 measures, but still, we got it. So I don't know how much time is on the clock. I should have actually made a clock, that would have been more fun. But, okay, I should go back some of these comments. Thank you for everyone who's here. Can I flip cam? I like never do live. Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, this is maybe the third time I've done live in a whole year of Instagram. So this, I think this justified it. You know, it's like breaking news. Let's see. Oh, Cliff Jones joined. Oh man, you're all awesome. All my regulars joining. I've DM'd at least half of you for sure. I'm just scrolling up and looking, seeing if okay. Let me look at if there's any questions. Probably people are just like, what's this piece? There's more than one score available. Thank you, Brett. Didn't realize that. I hope this one is more faithful to the manuscript, hopefully. Can you share the link to the score you are using? Oh, I don't know if you're still here, Brett, but I just found some guy on YouTube that posted it and did it by ear, so I have no idea. This piece just came out. Manuscript, Chopin wrote the fingering 5/4 to 2. Okay, that was a while back, so I don't know. Also comes up in his Variations Opus 2. Yeah, that's a cool piece. That's a piece that is getting ignored a lot, but I think because of Bruce Liu, hope I'm saying that right, in the last Chopin competition, he played that, and then I feel like somebody else did it in like Van Cliburn or something. Was it Yu Chan Lim played that too? If anyone is a Yu Chan Lim fan, let me know. Yeah, reminiscent of the E minor 8. Oh, yes, I can see that. The Opus 25, number 5. These are comments from like way high up, in case anyone's wondering.
Chopin writes, always forte in the second measure on the FFF passage. Interesting. I did not have that in my copy, but it's good to know. I have the manuscript I can share. Oh, Brett, if you're still here. Let's see. I don't know if I can see who specifically is here. Oh, it looks like you are. Awesome. I'm sure you're commenting below. Yeah, DM me, and then I can give you my email. I'd love to get the manuscript when we're done here. I'm about to log off. And then somebody asked what song. It's the new Chopin Waltz, A minor. There's like no opus to it or anything. Present, I'm still here. Yes. Is this the whole piece or is there a segment? Yeah, so I don't know. I found out about this a couple minutes before I joined the live. So, I mean, it's all that they have so far. It's all that Long recorded, and he just like played it twice in a row. So it's sad. I feel like it's so empty. Like it needs that second section that's optimistic and goes crazy with like some sort of arpeggios or something. But anyway, that was fun. Thanks for joining, everyone. And I will see you next time. Since you're here, I've been kind of missing in action. I had my story about this, 2 days ago? I have a lot more content coming, but I'm actually planning, no joke, 3 months of content right now. And crazy things going on in real life, tons of students, and, basically ever since I did that stupid reel with the foot playing on the campanella, my account is just blown up. It's to an insane level. And the problem with that is I'm not getting the real comments that people are genuinely trying to get a hold of me. So my DMs have exploded and I'm super behind. So anyway, that said, I'll get back to you all if anyone's watching and is hey, why haven't you responded? I promise I'll get back to you with reasonable time. But there's some awesome plans for this account. 2025 is going to be so epic. I can't even tell you how many things are coming. I don't want to reveal too much because that takes the fun out of it, right? But anyway, I'm going to clip this video and take I might even make an edited version just down to without my commentary and put that on YouTube. So there's the performance aspect of it. But there you go. New Chopin piece. Who would have thought? See y'all.